Hey, thanks so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the Haves and the Have-Nots review here on YouTube. If you're a fan of Tyler Perry, you've come to the right place. Be sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also check me out on these social media platforms, and links in the description below will lead you to my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook group, and Facebook page. Once again, thanks for joining in and enjoy the video. All right, now a couple of seasons ago, we got a team up that we've always wanted to see, which was Candace and Veronica. And to be completely honest, that team up pretty much fizzled out like, a flat can of soda pop. It pretty much went exactly the way I thought it would. Two unlikely people joining forces, but when it got to the situation where one got the majority of the benefits of the team up, basically Veronica taking things to her own hands after, Candace got the address for David's new house, gave it to Veronica. Candace got the bank account set up, but she was the one that dropped. You know what? When you really think about it, Veronica and Candace kind of both got what they wanted, but they're the ones who ended up getting sloppy. Candace for not making sure there wasn't a joint account, looking at Benny and Hannah's account before transferring the money over, meaning that she's broke now. And then Veronica for enlisting the help of the same hitman twice. I mean, the fact that you're going to invite the hitman in a pool man disguise to your house when you know the FBI is watching your every move, pretty damn sloppy. And I said that in my episode preview for the black man. Was it the black man? I forgot. No, I forgot the episode name. Three's a Crowd. Basically the episode where the hitman was at Veronica's house. I'm like, well, that is a bit underwhelming. I mean, if Derek gave you a list of, people you can contact, and you didn't want to be contacted by the hitman after he took care of David and Erica, why would you enlist the same person? True, he is reliable in the fact he gets the job done, but in order to, I guess you could say, create more than one path back to yourself, I mean, you cover the tracks from the first assassin, you call a new one, and then, start another contract. But it looks like those actions both led to those two in unfavorable situations, with Candace being enlisted in the First Lady role and Veronica potentially being arrested in the next episode, but we'll have to wait and see. Of this video, I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet here. It looks like we have a potential team up of Wyatt and Candace. I've done videos and blogs before about how these two characters are very similar, whether they know it or not, and I stand by that. I mean, both are the troubled children out of a pair. You got Wyatt and Amanda, and then you have Benny and Candace. Yes, Benny and Amanda are both, troubled in their own rights. Benny, ever since he got out of that coma, and his mental stability is questionable, and Amanda, mental situation. I mean, I really don't need to go into detail. Mentally unstable, but that's one question I don't think we ever got answered. Was she also molested by that priest at the Bible camp, and that's why she started like cutting herself and stuff like that? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But in any case, those two are both stubborn, self-destructive, will do anything it takes to get what they want. Kind of interesting when you think about it. But basically at the center of this potential alliance, Wyatt is still bitter at his parents for being locked up in a prison in their his mother's house, and is resentful for them taking the money. But then Candace intercepted. Now Hannah has the money, and in order to get back at his parents, because he did say, hey, keep me in here, you'll regret it, things are going to get worse. Basically, he's like, hey, I have access to like my parents' bank accounts and credit cards and whatnot. I think he really specifically said Catherine, and he can help Candace get the money. I don't think this is going to work for multiple reasons. Number one, I mean, maybe Wyatt will be able to go into people's rooms without those two, Leo and Mac, after him. I mean, it seems like, even when he's in his own bedroom, they're still scouting out the area, like at the pool, at the windows and everything. So he does get that form of privacy, probably because they've already swept the room to make sure there's no drugs or anything that Wyatt can use for his substance addiction. But, I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting, but when you think of it this way, Wyatt's doing it to get back at his parents. Kind of like Veronica said that, hey, if you let me into your plan to get back at David, and you know you and Eric had this scheme, I'll give you access to his millions of dollars. But that doesn't work out because once Veronica got what she wanted, the alliance was over. And I can see what Tyler Perry is doing by trying to get these two in an alliance, but I think with the whole Candace being forced into the first lady position, it's not going to work. And no, I'm not going to go into a rant about Candace, yada, yada, yada. That's not really what I'm saying here. I just don't see how it's going to work because Charles and his team knows everything. Same thing I said about even if Hannah was forced or agreed to sign documentation with Benny to give the money to Candace, I'm pretty sure that Charles will have Landon put a federal hold on Candace's bank account, and the money would not be able to enter it. Not to mention Jim made Lloyd aware that Candace Young has the millions of dollars. Well, I mean, she had it, but then transferred it over to Benny and Hannah's account. So I'm pretty sure Lloyd wouldn't even approve a transaction like that. So I am guessing that this alliance, while interesting, is probably not going to happen. And even if it does, it's probably destined to fall apart. Not to mention, I do feel like in the long run, what will really make this story interesting is if Broderick found out that Candace was scheming with Wyatt in order to get Catherine's money. Because remember, that's one of the main reasons that he's trying to seduce Catherine in order to get more power and hopefully money from their fling, if you will. But if Broderick found out, I would love for him to, you know, pretty much try to team up against Candace with Rocky due to the fact that Rocky already has bad blood with Candace to begin with. So that's the only way I can really see a good spin on this potential team up. I mean, Candace just thinks it's bull crap and doesn't want to have anything to do with it, when in reality, this is probably one of the only solid alliances she can have because she's legitimately dealing with somebody that hates the person that, you know, they're targeting. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that Wyatt and Candace will eventually team up? How will the end result be? Or do you think this is just another tired reason of trying to give relevance to the Wyatt character, but he should have been killed off about 3 seasons ago? And also, how the hell did Wyatt get Candace's phone number? Still trying to figure out that. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you in the next video.